When sure-footed defence fails, when stamina runs down, break out the bulldozer and flatten all before you. All over the pitch and all at odds with a campaign built around easing pain.
You're good? Here we go.
His opponent proving hits can come without laying a finger.
The biggest cuts to real wages in more than 20 years.
We're seeing those wages start to rise again, but the challenge is inflation.
The latest wage figures showing pay packets increased by 0.7% in the March quarter and 2.4% over the year, less than half the 5.1% rise in the cost of living over the same period.
Australian workers are paying the price for a decade of bad policy and economic failures.
Scott Morrison pointing to the war in Europe to explain painfully high inflation.
It's one of the biggest shocks to the global economy, if not the biggest we've seen since the 1970s.
Economic management the focus for the final week of the election campaign. With Labor not releasing its costings until tomorrow, the coalition's decided to get in early.
Altogether, the Labor Party have racked up some $440 billion in additional spending pressures.
And exactly what did he count to conjure a figure so big?
Through nods and winks to the states and territories.
No one there to nod or wink in agreement.
The only way to change Australia for the better is to change the government this Saturday.
He does seem to be getting a bit ahead of himself. And, Australians will make this decision, Anthony. You don't get to make it before the election.
In a nod to budget repair, Anthony Albanese revealed a couple of savings today worth $750 million. But that's not the whole picture. Labor's costings will likely show higher deficits than the coalition alternative. The ALP will argue its spending will boost productivity, judging that when the nation already has $1 trillion IOU, tackling debt might not be the pressing issue it once was. Andrew Probyn, ABC News, Canberra.